My name is Christy Matthews. My fiance name was Danny Strother. We were together for 14 years. Unfortunately, about 3 months after we moved into the home that we shared, our home was hit by a tornado that came through Gloucester on April the 16th, 2011. Our house came off the foundation. Danny had a tree fall on him. From that, became a quadriplegic. And at that time, we were undecided on what the future held. Was he coming home? Was he going to have to go into a lifelong health division? It was a long journey. Towards the end, he was really, really ill. We all knew that it was time for us to look at palliative care or hospice. And I'll tell you, that was a really hard conversation to have.
I'm Dr. Sarah West. I'm a hospice and palliative care physician with Riverside Health System. Hospice is a Medicare benefit that requires enrollment. You have to sign paperwork, and it's a formal process to enroll. Palliative care is more of a philosophical place where we're providing extra support and care for families with really advanced illness. Most patients want to be at home as much as they can at the end of their life. That is a consistent thing that I hear. And I hear also from patients almost across the board that they're worried about being a burden to their families. Danny has an incredibly compelling story. We had a tornado that came through our community, and Danny was a victim of the tornado. And to the best that I understand, the tornado came through his home and he put his family in the bathtub and covered himself over them with his own body to protect them.
One of his nurses, Sandy Campbell, was his sister, as he called her. Anytime that we had a question, anytime we were nervous about something, her and the rest of the team was always there. And I will tell you that we felt like it was family. I knew that home health had our back no matter what. And that means so much to know that my Riverside team cared for him in that way, from the beginning until the very last day.
I'm Sandy Campbell. I'm an LPN with Riverside Home Health, and I have been with Riverside for 46 years. Home health care is beneficial because they get to stay in their own home with their families and not in a facility. I think patients do better in that environment because they have that family support. Palliative care, we usually stay in with the patients. We don't see them as often as we do with home health, but it's usually like a once-a-week visit to help, and we work with Dr. West and with Trina to facilitate their care at home in that transition. So we go in and do assessments, med teaching, get any type of services on the outside that they may need. Well, when I first met Danny, it was kind of touch and go. We just kind of had to feel each other out. But as time went, we developed a very strong bond. We talked about everything. He was just a remarkable person. You don't stay like that for 9.5 years and keep such a positive attitude most of the time. I mean, he taught me a lot. We laughed a lot. We cried. And I miss him. He was a special person, and so is his family.
If he was here today, he would tell you he loves his Riverside family. From radiology to the ICU nurses that took care of him, to Dr. West, and particularly for Sandy, his Miss Sandy. It really made a difference for him.